Welcome back to Black Skies Reviews. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at Joytoy officially licensed Warhammer 40k Ultramarines Primaris Captain. This is a 1/18 scale action figure and is recommended for adult collectors at least 15 years and older. This is the box it comes in, and I must say this particular Space Marine looks pretty elegant. He has a really nice design, a lot of 3D aesthetics instead of like just printed on or painted on or tampoed on. This is a very elegant looking piece in my opinion. So you can see the figure there in the front. That's actually the figure picture. This is a white and black box. So for you package collectors, let's go ahead and get the package out of the way. Top of the box, bottom of the box. There's the side of the box. Other side of the box. Here's a back of the box showing a bunch of product images. A very large one with the weapons all put out in front of him. We do have the front back in close up, especially the bottom one. Maybe we can start to see that elegance that I was talking about, that I think they were going for this particular aesthetic for this figure. There he is in a clamshell, all nicely packaged along with his cape. Well, I must say, outside the packaging, this figure actually stands up to his product images. He looks fantastic. There's like three things that my first impressions are that pops out to me. Is his pauldrons, this Ultramarines logo that's like sculpted into his skull and wings, and then the shade of red that they used for this figure that has to be the brightest red I've ever seen on an Ultramarine. But that's really cool, and that really stands out to me. Makes the figure pop. So let's going to take a look at the figure. He has the white helmet. Pretty cool. We have red eyes, black fins. We do have the gold iron skull. We have some silver here on the side. Cylinder tubes. And throughout the helmet, we do have a gray wash for like line work and stuff like that. They didn't use black, so I think that's a very good choice. I like how the gray works with the white that they use for the helmets, at least, especially maybe like the white scars. But this chest area is just very, very cool. Skull and wings there. We're doing that Ultramarines logo in there. Looks incredible. I just think it's so cool how they incorporated that into the skull and wings. I really can't stop looking at it. So, very interesting design. The pauldrons really stand out also. You got the Ultramarines logo here. It's actually the only one that's actually painted on. But design here, this gold piece, is actually 3D with the white trim around. We have the Ultramarines logo right in the center of this, right there. That's pretty cool. Down here on the arm, we do have this fantastic looking piece here. Iron skull design here. Gold. On the back, the top of it, we do have the little silver there. Peg holes for the power pack, but this is what really stands out to me. The Ultramarines victorious right here on this very large pauldron. And then we have the Ultramarines logo. It's kind of painted in the back, but everything else is actually 3D. This piece here, the skull's 3D. This particular ribbon says Ultra on it, is all 3D. They're very nicely sculpted pauldron. That is really nice. They had the same design here on his gauntlet. Moving down to his belt area, we do have that red I was talking about, and I haven't seen this bright of red. Very clean. Like I said, when you look at this guy, he looks very elegant because he's clean. The whites, a little bit of the, except for a little bit of gray there on his helmet, but other than that, he's like a pristine Marine. Marines logo there on his belt buckle. We have these white pieces here with studs, and we have the silver on the red, and we have the Ultramarines here on every strap that's hanging from his waist piece. I also must say this is actually a stiffer plastic. It's not very flexible PVC. On his knee pad, he has the symbol here. Ultramarines logo here, like this laurel, maybe here with like a little skull in there. Pretty cool. I do get some of the accessories already. Wow, that's smooth. Articulation is really nice so far. We do have this piece, his gun case with the pistol grip in it and the purity seal attached to it. Non-removable purity seal, but you can remove the entire case from the panel. On the back here, we do have a couple separate pieces. These are all movable and removable. Cylinder case done in black with the white wash on it. Other than that, it looks fantastic. Don't see any flaws in this character so far. So it's going to take a nice 3D look at him. I think he's a very nice looking addition to your Ultramarines Legions. Very cool. So top of his head, bottom of his feet. This is pieces I was talking about. And also we can see the knee pads. It's nicely detailed. Here's that chest up close. That's very nice. And here's that pauldron. Can't stop looking at that. Here's the other one. Very, very cool. With silver here on the back. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. So his head will look down, up. We have this side to side. 360, nice and smooth. Like his neck, ball peg, nicely tolerant. This is the, I want to say, this is the V2 body, fortunately. But his hands do rotate 360 very cleanly with that strap in between there. Yep, it's in there. I can see it. 360 here, bicep, double jointed elbows. Hands go in, out, up, down, all around and everywhere in between. Chest, you can like ab crunch in a sense. Way back, if he's looking up, some flying enemies. To side. You rotate the waist. Wow, this thing's smooth. 60. The only thing about so far I know it's going to happen is you ain't going to get much here because of the V2 body. So it's not too bad. And then the hands are probably super stiff. Yep. So that's unfortunate. Thigh cut, that rotation, double jointed knees. Feet pivot down, toe up, side to side. And if you want to force it, you probably can force a 360. I'm not doing that on this figure. These are expensive collectibles, and I'm not looking to break them. So I'll leave that for you guys to discover if that's something that interests you. All right, now that we looked at him, I haven't got any issues with him besides, you know, this is the pauldron strap issue, V2 body, and the hands is it for that. I mean, that's it for me on the cons. So let's take a look at his accessories. Okay, first up, he does have this very nice, thick, I'm going to call it, this is a power sword, but it's a semi-broad sword in a sense. It's got a beautiful finish on it. We have the gunmetal here on the top. And it's kind of beveled down to silver on both sides. And it's quite thick. You can see how thick that is. Power node there done in like a metallic green, blue. I'm blind today. And then we have the Ultramarines logo with the iron skull, red handle, and this Ultramarines piece here on the bottom of the handle. Very cool. Do love this power node. It's interesting. It's definitely a very thick sword. You can see that. It is quite long. It's almost as tall as the figure. Very cool. Now, as you've seen, you have an alternative unholstered pistol look. The only difference is it doesn't have the purity seal, so it kind of loses its, you know, connectivity, I guess, because if you're going to make that look like you drawed your pistol and then you must have drawed your purity seal too, so you can swap that out. And here's the bolt pistol. Very cool. Draw barrel, draw through the side, removable clip, gold shells. Be careful not to push that all the way in because that's really tough to get out if you do that. Very cool. Okay, for the next two accessories we'll do together, we have this cape. The inside is like a very light tan with some brown, well, dry brushing throughout. On this side we have the red with the black dry brushing. And then it goes along with this. It says power pack. We have this nice Ultramarines arch here. Silver studs, gunmetal vents. Some silver there on the sides, and on the inside do have the silver wires and end cylinders, dots. You kind of gotta do this at the same time because this is cut out to put this over this piece, and then to hold it on you need to put this pack on, and that's how that looks from the back, at least. And here's from the side. Oh, that wasn't pretty good on tolerance. I think it needs to go a little bit more, but I'm not going to force it because it gave me a lot of resistance. Maybe a little bit of heat on that part at least, just to be careful and to be sure. There it is, looking fantastic. And on this side, looks good. Very cool. Lastly, it has like 4 extra hands that we've seen before. But I'll show them to you real quick. Open hand, gripping hand, all stiff. Punching hand, two finger pointed hand. And that's it. I would put the weapons in his hands for demonstration, but I need a hair dryer and I don't have one with me. But you can get the idea how well he will hold that once you get in his hand very nicely, and that's going to look absolutely awesome. Like I said, my 2 cons is the pauldron straps and the stiffness of the hands. Everything else feels pretty good. A little stiffness in the peg holes. Just be careful, that is a breaking point. Those pegs break off in those holes and you are literally screwed. You'll have to drill them out and hopefully have one peg left. And maybe it will hold on your power pack, or you're buying a new one if that matters to you. That's about it. So hopefully you like this review. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up for me. Comment down below, like, share the video. And as always, I will see you guys in the next review.